everybody. Hello and happy Make It Monday. Hello to all my stampers far and wide. And today I have a question for you. What kind of chocolate / treat do you keep in your craft room? I want to hear your answers to that as I'm getting set up for today's projects. So my name is Laura Buechler. I'm with Inkyfingers Papercrafting, and I'm your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Nanaimo, BC. Make sure you watch right to the end of the stream because we are going to be giving away this beautiful card that we made last week to a lucky winner. And I am here to get creative with you today here on Make It Monday, and we're going to be making this beautiful card. So let's get started. Let's switch our camera view so that we can make that nice and big. Isn't that beautiful? Now, I told you I was going to try to stay with the simple stamping and not a lot of designer series paper this month. This is our second project of the month with no designer series paper, and we'll see how long I keep that going. So I have got the Dainty Delight stamp set here, and I have got the oval punch, and I've got a few different ink colors that I grabbed from the Brights collection and the Memento Black ink. And that's what we're going to use to create our project today. All right, so what I'm going to start with, I've got all these little bits and pieces. This is my card base, obviously, and this is where I'm going to stamp. Now, I'm going to show you this cool technique called block stamping today, and this is another way that you can add color to your project without a lot of work. Just the fun part. That's what we want, right? So I'm going to start with my Dainty Delight. I'm going to use this big, huge floral image here, and I'm going to stamp it in Memento Black ink. And, oh, I was being silly. I don't even need my Stampin' Pierce mat. But it won't hurt anything, so I'm going to leave it there. Why not? Okay. So I'm stamping that in Memento Black ink, more or less in the center of my white cardstock. Don't fret about measurements or anything like that. I will have them for you in my shop after the fact. This is going to be a free tutorial for everybody. Not even 99 cents, which is what I sell most of my tutorials for. This one's going to be free for you. So just stay tuned and you'll get the link to download that PDF. And while you are poking around on my website, inkyfingers.ca/shop, you will find lots and lots of other awesome tutorials for fancy folds and simple stamping and even some 3D projects there. Lots and lots of good stuff. Okay, so I've got all my ink pads open. What I'm using here is Melon Mambo. I'll show you each of them. Melon Mambo, Azure Afternoon, Coastal Cabana, and Daffodil Delight. And for this kind of technique, it doesn't really matter what colors you choose, as long as you choose something that you like and that kind of goes together. And I just realized I forgot my lemon lime twist. I'm going to use that one too. So I chose these all out of the Brights collection. The Brights is my favorite color family. And now I'm going to use a block. This is, let's see, block G. This is a great block for your little sentiments, such as this. And it's a great block for block stamping. What is block stamping? It's literally stamping with your block. So I've got my Melon Mambo and I'm putting my block right into the ink. And then I'm just putting it onto my project. And it makes this cool little stripe. Oh my goodness. Now, of course, when we have these gorgeous, detailed floral images like this, I could color it with my blends. I could color it with my pastels, my watercolor pencils, markers, anything I like. Sometimes I don't feel like coloring. I just want to make it simple And block stamping is a great way to do that. So now I'm going to bring in my next color, Azure Afternoon. I'm just lightly inking up my block. I see a couple people watching here. Say hello and tell me what kind of chocolate you keep in your craft room. If you're going to tell me you don't keep chocolate in your craft room, I'm not sure if I believe you. Or some kind of treat anyway. You need some kind of treat when you're stamping, when you're creating. Something to keep those juices flowing. I'm going to show you mine after I finish this project. Okay, so cleaned off my stamp again. Let's have a look. We got 2 blocks on here now. I feel like that one was a little darker than I wanted, but that's okay. Now I'm going to go to Coastal Cabana and plop that right down there. So you can see I'm kind of going from this side, then that side, then this side. And it's just going to create this cool, stripy, blocky vibe. Hey, Lena. Nice to see you, friend. What kind of treats do you keep in your craft room for when you need a little pick-me-up? Okay, I got 2 more colors here. So you can see with this kind of technique, there's all kinds of different things you could do. You could do different colors. You could do different blocks. You could do different images. You have tons and tons of options, right? Okay, and now my last one is Lemon Lime Twist, and that's going right down at the bottom here. There we go. There is our image with block stamping. Chocolate mints or chocolate almonds, good choices. Okay, I'm going to clean off this block, and then I'm going to show you, just on my scrap paper here, another way that I have done block stamping. Okay, I'm going to get a bigger block. This is block C. I find, by the way, if you're just getting started with stamping, block C, block D, block A, and block G. These are the ones I use most often. I think I have 4 of each of them in my collection. So if you're just starting with stamping and you want to know which blocks to get first, those are my recommendations. A, C, D, G. Okay, got a little sidetracked there. What's new, right? Okay, so now I'm going to stamp my beautiful flowers again, just on my scrap paper, and show you another way that you could do your block stamping. This is actually, I used this technique. It was a different stamp set, of course, because it was years ago. At the first on stage that I went to, I did a card with block stamping technique, and I thought it was very pretty, if I do say so myself. All right, so this time I'm going to use Coastal Cabana and, okay, you know what? I'm going to use Lemon Lime Twist and Daffodil Delight. That's what I'm going to do. I'm doing something different. I've got a different block here. And I'm just inking it up just like I did before. And I'm going to put a big old splotch of color right there. And then I'm going to grab another block, same size, and do that with my Daffodil Delight. And that's going to go right here. So there's another example of block stamping. With the card that I'm doing today, it's a very narrow piece of cardstock, so I chose really small blocks to do my colors, but you could also do great big shapes. You could combine the two. You could do anything. Okay, before I get too excited and distracted about all the amazing things you could do with block stamping, I'm just going to clean off my blocks, and then I'm going to show you my little chocolate treat that I've got nearby me right now. If you've been hanging out with me for a while, you probably know that I love sharks. It's all because my very favorite movie is Jaws, which I know is very strange, but it's true. And so I collect shark things. So this is my shark shooter glass, and it's full of peanut butter M&Ms. So I can just take a shot whenever I want to. I won't right now because then my mouth would be full of M&Ms and I wouldn't be a very good host for you. So we don't want that. Let's put together the rest of this lovely card. I'm going to grab my adhesive and let's see. I know Azure Afternoon Matte, and my piece that I stamped is going to go on top of that. And I want to find out if I can punch out an oval from here. I don't think I can punch out a scalloped oval from this without also getting it into this side of the punch. But fortunately, I did grab myself another scrap. So I'll punch my oval out of there. I use every last little piece. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop this onto the mat. So Lena, have you ever done block stamping? Let me know. I know Lena's been stamping and making cards longer than I've been alive, possibly. She is one of those wise women who's been doing it forever. Okay, this adhesive's not working. I need another one. Fix that later. There we go. This one's working. Remember to do the flick. There we go. Not really. Okay. Maybe you'll be inspired to give it a try after this. All right. I'm going to grab my little scrap of white here and punch out my white oval. Whew, look at that. Just barely fits. Double oval punch is just one of those standby products that you got to have because you can do those two punches in one and they layer together so nicely. And then you can do that with whatever colors you're working with. Okay, forget the word colors. That's brilliant. I'm obviously way ahead of myself in my brain and my mouth is having trouble catching up. So this would make a perfectly lovely card just by itself. But what I've also got are these little scraps here. And these are using the same colors that we used on the stamping. And it just brings another little pop of color. And I thought it was kind of fun how obviously we used the lines of color, the blocks here, and then these kind of look similar, right? Another little matchy-matchy moment brought to you by Stampin' Up and their fabulous color coordination. So on this card, I had the little bits of color sticking out on this side. And on this one, I'm going to do the opposite way. I'm going to play with it a little bit more, see if I like this, kind of flip-flop it around and see if I like it any better, or maybe I won't like it, and that's okay. So this is, again, you can play with the length. You can play with which color is overlapping which, and you can play with the widths and decide what you want. You could even, I did not do this on my sample card because I'm trying to stay with simple stamping, but you could emboss any of these and give them a pattern. They could be polka dot or crosshatch or textured in some way, whatever you want to do. I'm going to, because this one is the widest, I kind of want that one to go in the center. And then this one's going to go like that. And this one's going to go like that. Then it kind of looks like they're all in a row. They're not random enough. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my adhesive on. And I'm going to put some extra adhesive at the part where these are all going to be, which is right here. Let's see. And I'm just going to start sticking and start playing around with it. This one's gonna go like that. Oh yeah, I see where this is going. Okay. And then this one's gonna go like this. I want it to go in front. And I want it to stick out a little further than the pink. And that's what I'm gonna do. And that's it. And all these other extra bits are kind of hanging out there. If this one ended up, hanging over the side, I could just trim it with my scissors, but it kind of worked out just all perfectly. So I'm going to pop this down on my card. Again, I could go top, bottom, middle. I could go wherever. I'm going to go kind of in the middle of the left side here. Then I've got my double oval that I punched out, and I'm just going to add a sentiment in Memento Black. And this is again from the Dainty Delight stamp set. I'm going to use the Celebrate You. As soon as I find my black ink. Okay, there we go. And my stamp. There we go. Celebrate You. There we go. And we're going to pop this on to the oval. And then I'm going to use some dimensionals to put this on the front of the card. Let's see. So what do you think? Which of these layouts do you like better? They're kind of almost mirror image. Left or right? Which one do you prefer? There we go. Awesome. Now this could go at the top or the bottom. I think I'm going to put it in the bottom just to be super different from the previous one. Okay, you like the right one better, Lena. You like the one that we just did. Cool. Cool. All right, so tutorial and all the measurements for this is going to be today. And like I said, it's going to be a free tutorial for you. And I want to let everyone know that my tutorial membership is relaunching again this month. We just had our first run. It's a 6-month run from January to June. And so the new one is launching this month. And you can sign up from now until December to get 2 tutorials in your mailbox a week. And the bonus that's starting this month is that you're also going to get access to my tutorial library. So these weekly videos that I do, there's always a PDF that goes with the videos, and you're going to get all of those tutorial PDFs for free with your membership. So if you're interested in checking that out, go to inkyfingers.ca/weekly and you will see all the details. All right, or just type #tutorial in the comments here and I will get in touch and show you what's the what. All right, so that is our card for today. Oh, wait a minute. Almost forgot something super important. We need to add some embellishments. We need to add our cute little butterflies. And then away the card from last week. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, these little butterflies, brushed brass butterflies, they are so stinking cute. I love them. Okay, put one right on my sentiment there. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love it. What a fun, bright, and colorful card. Okay, so if you would like a chance to win this card that we just made, all you need to do is share the video and comment below that you've shared, and then you are going to be in the draw for next week to win this card. In the meantime, we're going to give away the card that we made last week, which is this one right here. We did that with the crisscross stamping technique, and I'm very happy to say that we get to send this card all the way to Germany. It is going to our friend Regina. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Regina from Germany shared the video last week, and she's going to win this card. So thank you so much, Regina. That's all I have for today. I hope that you get to spend some time this week doing something creative and fun, and it's so good for you. It's so good for your peace of mind and your mental well-being. And don't forget to go to inkyfingers.ca, where you can find not only lots of tutorials and catalogs and projects and inspiration, but you can also find my shop and go buy all the products you need to make these projects yourself, and get the sign up for my email newsletter. Have a great day, everyone. Happy stampin', and see you soon. Bye.